All right, good afternoon and welcome to a brand new edition of Entertainment Now, brought to you by Spectrum Television. And today we have a host of conversations to have right here on the show. There's so much that's been happening, good, the bad, the ugly. But of course, let's start off with Lagos residents. We are sharing all our loss to you because we understand that yesterday was tough for people living in Lagos, especially in the island part of Lagos. We saw so much flood, people having to deal with their cars being flooded, their house being flooded, and we really, our prayers are definitely with you in this season or in this time. Rain is a gift. I mean, it's an indication of seasons, as we have seasons in our lives, it's the same way we have seasons in the weather. And having to see the damage it can do as well to people can be also very heartbreaking. So seeing that Lagos residents had to deal with that yesterday. I know that some parts of Nigeria have dealt with flood over the few months. We've had the northern part of Nigeria deal with so much flood in the last few months. And yes, of course, our prayers are definitely with them. We're also calling on, for all organizations across all board to pay attention to the weather and see how things can be done differently so to avoid flood, or at least to be able to control the flood that happens and how it destroys people's lives and properties. Away from Lagos State and of course what's been happening there when it comes to weather and flood, we also had some parts of the world. We're supposed to have rapture yesterday, and that's really surprising because how are we still here today? I'm thinking that right now I should be in the host of heaven singing alongside some angels. Hello? But, some parts of South Africa believed that rapture was happening yesterday. They were gathered in a bush where, they were praying and expecting the come down of God. And I'm like, are they sure it was not the weather report because rain was falling heavily yesterday? So I think it's the weather report, they kind of mistook for Jesus coming down or rapture happening. I saw a very funny post that was made by a lady who said that she was going she's a nanny and applying for a job, and then her boss or the person she works for asked her to actually go take care of her dog when she goes to rapture yesterday. And she's like, excuse me, I don't understand, do you think I'm going to go to hell when you're going to heaven? And the young woman answered and said that I haven't seen you love God, you don't do anything that has to do with God, so I feel like you don't believe in these things, therefore you'll be left behind when I'm going to heaven. And it's really funny. I know that we are religious people in the world, especially in Africa, but we need to really be clear on some of the information that we have. I don't think that even the Bible has mentioned when we're going to have, a rapture. The Bible is clearly stated that rapture is going to happen, going to take everyone on the west, going to come like a thief in the middle of the night. The only information that I know that the Bible gives out is that the world is going to change, it's going to get really bad, everything that's happening in the world right now. But there was no date specified in the Bible that God is going to come down. So let's back it up a little bit. And those are the stories that would not be entering into our entertainment news, but I needed to bring it out. I can't just not talk about it. Welcome once again to Entertainment Now. My name is Vera Philip and I am your host. All right, let's get straight to some of our stories regarding our entertainers and celebrities. One of them is a really hard and sad story. Actress Mercy Aigbe loses her mom. It is never a good thing to lose a parent, and vice versa, a parent to lose a child. So having to see Mercy Aigbe go through this time of her life, is a sad one, and our prayers are definitely with her. This morning, I actually was seeing the movie, My Mother is a Witch, where she actually got featured in, Efe Rele as well, produced the movie and also, acted as a star actress in this particular movie. And I'm so amazed at a kind of talent that Mercy Aigbe is, and as much as we will see these people as gods because of what they do, the entertainment they give us, we also need to know that they are humans and they have feelings. And this moment and time is where Mercy Aigbe will definitely have feelings. One of those feelings that we as human beings have as well, and we need to pray for her, and we need to also put her into our consideration when we are expecting perfection from her. Away from that, we also have Bibi Naja, former housemate Lucy Edet, has shared some of her pregnancy pictures, and this comes as a storm for a lot of people on social media because you understand that babies are popping out everywhere, anywhere, but hello, what's going on? what is going on? Is rapture really coming soon? Because everyone seems to be doing something right now, and it's either they are getting married or getting pregnant, but it's more or less like, we don't have time, let's keep going, let's do things, and things are just happening in the momentum that we are not following up to. Okay, so Lucy Edeth's pregnancy comes as a big shock to everyone on social media, because we definitely weren't seeing that coming in. But then congratulations to her, she seemed happy. I mean, she made the post on social media, even did an entire video on social media revealing that she is pregnant. Now, how many pregnant women do we have currently? Some have given birth. I mean, we had Real World Bikini is pregnant. Lucy Edith is pregnant. Mrs. Kampala is giving birth. Dr. Makinwa is giving birth. It's raining babies. It's really raining babies. But congratulations to Lucy Edith. I, for one, am very happy to see that, you know, she has decided to take a motherhood stance. It's not easy. It's never easy. It's a role that, I'm not a mother yet, but I can tell you for a fact that having been an adult and considering all the things that my mom had to go through as a mother, and it's one of the scariest things in life. So when I see people do it intentionally and decide to do it by themselves, it's so bold. Like, whoo, you want to do this all by yourself? Wow. And so we give them all the cap they deserve. All right, talking about people that are getting married, things that are happening in people's lives. See, if things are not happening in your life right now, don't worry, back it up a little bit. It's coming season by season. But for this season, it's Davido and Chioma, because they have been enjoying life ever since. All right, so Davido has gotten Chioma a new Mercedes Benz 2025. Oh my God! You know they are staying in Atlanta. And so he just pops up. Imagine just being at home, right? And your husband just pops up with a 2025 Mercedes Benz. Like, he just comes and says, oh, baby, it's yours. Oh, my goodness. Life is lifing for Chioma at this point. Because this is exciting. Like, you just stay at home, be a princess. And next thing, you're having a 2025 Mercedes Benz being delivered to your front yard. Like, oh my goodness, this is a dream. Congratulations to Chioma and Davido as well. I feel like at this point, is, you know, both of them, it's success for both ends. Yeah, congratulations. But this car is kind. I mean, yeah, it's kind, right? I mean, we have life is lifing. We should be able to say this car is kind. Definitely on top of my emotions right now, seeing that, you know, Mercedes Benz. I'm speaking it into action. Yes, one of the good things that have also happened for Davido this season is that he has been named as a voting member at the Grammys Award. Our Afrobeat star Davido has been named for the 2026 Grammy Awards. He's been accepted as a voting member of the Recording Academy, and this is a huge one for him. So becoming a voting member, the Nigerian hitmaker will be part of a global community of music professionals who will determine the awards in the 2026 Grammy ceremony. His nomination has been confirmed. However, we already know that Davido got, he actually did get about 3 nominations in the last Grammys, but didn't win anyone. And so having to see him be a part of the people who are going to tell us what's happening, who are the people that are going to win. Oh my goodness, this is hard, but we do love it. Yeah, he was one of the people. I mean, we've seen Offset, Jesse Reyes, some other people who are, you know, parts of this voting category, and we definitely love it for them. Davido's inclusion follows a wider push by the Recording Academy to broaden and diversify its membership, a trend that has seen increasing representation from African artists and even other international acts as well. So the Academy added that voting for the 2026 Grammy will open in less than 2 weeks. That's 3rd of October, as a matter of fact. So this is exciting, so exciting to say the least, that Davido has joined the voting, you know, the Grammy Awards, the voting member, yeah, of the Grammy Awards. Like, happy for Davido. I mean, someone said, is Davido going to make sure Burna Boy doesn't win the Grammys? You guys are thinking about this way too much, because Davido is not the only one there, and so he doesn't have all of that say. However, for categories that will not be open for, you know, voting, yeah, the members of the voting category, members of the voting will actually determine who wins the award, based off their craft. Yeah, so Davido might just have a say there. Okay, so finally, we're talking about Tiwa Savage. Since Tiwa Savage dropped her album, she has actually been in a lot of interviews talking about her life. She's talking about her beef with, Davido, and how they are fine, how she has so much love for Davido right now. She's talked about her relationship with Wizkid. She's talked about her relationship with other celebrities that she didn't mention names. But, long story short, she is actually just said a lot about her life of recent. And one of the ones that have caught the public attention is, of course, the conversation about her sex tape that got released last year. So yeah, unfortunately, Tiwa Savage was caught up in a sex tape that trended on social media that Shiva herself, informed the public that, see, you guys, there's somebody that is using my sex tape to, want to swindle me. But I'm just telling people on time so that if it comes out, people will know, because I'm not about to pay this person any amount of money. And, the sex tape actually did come out, and a lot of people came for Tiwa Savage, had a lot of things to say to her. But then, when she was at the Breakfast Club show, she actually talked about it intensively, talked about the fact that, she was dating this person at the time, and, it was made on a snap. And according to her, the person said, I wanted to press save, and I pressed said, see, this is not something I should use my mouth and say. And Tiwa Savage is right on our screen. So yeah, let's hear our own side of this particular story.
They brought my son into it and said I was unfit mom. Like, my son's gonna grow up and see this, and he's gonna be disappointed in his mom, and how can I do this? And my parents, I had to talk to my parents about this, and yeah, it was that hurt me more than the actual thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it hurt me more. Like, you're saying that I'm a bad mother
Yeah, yeah.
for having sex. Like,
For something that was out of your control.
yeah, like, I mean, thankful my family. The first thing my mom calls me and she's like, "I'm just happy you're getting."
That's
right, Mom.
In her own words, she's like, "Don't listen to them. Oh, I'm just happy that you're enjoying yourself." And I was just like, "Whew." Yeah. And just hearing my mom say that was just like, ah.
Did you know you was being recorded?
No,
Got you.
no.
So what? It wasn't the guy that put it out.
Oh my God. Okay, so he said he was trying to save it and then he pressed sent by accident on Snapchat.
Damn, that sounds like Forever. The movie, the TV show. You ain't seen Forever?
No,
The
no,
same
no.
thing happened
Mara
to
Brock killed. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she was a younger girl though, and she was giving head, and she was recorded, and the video got released, and she was like the whole show. She's like fighting back again, like she had to move schools.
And I think
and
that was
everything.
his excuse. He was like, I didn't mean to hit send. I meant to say.
Yeah, because the thing was next to each other apparently. So he said he was trying to save it
Like
to
he was
show me
recording
later,
it
but he
instead.
didn't even tell. Yeah, and then he's pressed sent by accident again. And later on found out that it was a bet. It was that he really bet with his friends or whatever. And it's like,
Was he younger than you?
no,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Because I have a theory. I always tell women of a certain age, but leave these young boys alone because they're recording everything.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I'm not going to anyone's hotel. You're coming because you can have cameras hitting, and and you're coming to my safe space. But yeah, even that itself was traumatic because he was my boyfriend. I thought we were in a relationship, and then I'm hearing later that it was a bet. So did you really like me, or this was just planned from the beginning?
That's got to be so scary for you, even now, because you're bigger as an artist, even now. Like,
Yeah, now, yeah, you're. Me trying was just like, it was just too traumatic for me to keep talking about it, and just, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to like just
Move on.
Yeah, just move on from it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that happened to you.
No,
Yeah.
thank you, Mom.
But I think it's also you're from Nigeria, so it's like it's very religious, and
Yeah.
so it's like they probably was a lot harder on you. Than,
Yo, they were like, how can you at your age have a sex tape with someone? And I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know. like you could don't watch it, but I didn't know it was happening. And the person was my boyfriend at the time. So even if I wanted to do a sexy, that was my boyfriend. Like, but they saw it as being immoral. They thought it was just dirty, and I'm like, I know what some of you guys do is even worse than this, but I was a scapegoat, and that was painful for me, man.
Actually did fumble Tiwa Savage. Like somebody fumbled Tiwa Savage. Oh my God. Yeah. All we ladies were not safe. Somebody fumbled Tiwa Savage. But at the end of the day, I like where we women get to be after we get fumbled by men like this. Because tell me how you are, you know, in vulnerable vulnerable space with a man in such a way, and you know he actually prefers a bet with his friends, you know, over your privacy and stuff like that. It's kind of painful, and you know, seeing that she has gotten out of that. She talks about that she's been celebrated for more than 1,000 days now. Like, oh, okay, let's not dwell on that. But Tiwa Savage, we love your album. I don't think that you need to give us any more information about some of the private things that's happening in your life at this point. But yeah, Tiwa Savage is definitely a good mom to her son. I don't also think that she should be judged by, you know, one sex tape that got leaked. She shouldn't. And that's all we can bring to you today on Entertainment Now. Thank you so much for being a part to be here for tomorrow's edition, which is going to be our last edition for the week. But until then, I need you to have an amazing rest of your day. My name is Vera Phillip. Follow me on social media. On Facebook, it's Vera Phillip. On Instagram, VeraPhillip_MGZ. Bye for now.